All right, welcome back. Stories from Niger State, just 48 hours behind, was not something very cheering at all. When reports of bandits invading Shiroro local government area, a mining site, and abducting some workers, including four Chinese,
Mm,
and when a detachment of the military was sent to a rescue mission at the site, they were ambushed, and quite scores of them lost their lives. This has been confirmed by the Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, and he said in a statement that troops of Nigerian Army deployed to the area were ambushed by the bandits, resulting to heavy casualties on the side of the soldiers. According to Nwachukwu, the soldiers ran into an ambush stayed by the criminal elements en route to the location, and a firefight ensued. The bottom line is that for the army to say that they lost quite a number of persons, it simply underscores the fact that it's something that is serious. In the light of all of this, you would think that we should bear our fangs completely now. But again, it will just be like just another number. Shala,
mm.
your take.
I mean, in fact, it's not just Niger. I think there was an attack in Taraba. There was attack on 10 villages in the plateau. The insecurity situation is worrisome. It's beyond worrisome. It's tiring. I mean, it's now become something like part of our headlines every day. Bandits abduct people on one expressway. Bandits kill 20. But look, we're not in a war-torn country, for God's sake. I mean, why would this become our normal? And every time I hear this whole issue about banditry, and there isn't any reason why we have allowed these things to degenerate so much so that we're losing soldiers. We're now no longer, I don't know if you observe, we're no longer talking about Boko Haram in Sambisa Forest anymore. We now have localized terrorism, where terrorists are now in our localities, where they are riding motorcycles, mingling freely with citizens, where they go to a church in Ondo State and hack down about 40 people, and all sorts of despicable things. And it brings me back to one of the things that we heard recently when the president was approached to talk about police recruitment, that we need to get more policemen, into these cities or these villages where there's so much chaos, and we need to arm these policemen. And he said that the police service commissioner and the IG of police are currently in court, over the recruitment of police officers. I mean, like, the things that happen in Nigeria, like I tell you, are just, they're things that you shouldn't repeat anywhere else. I can't imagine if that happened in this country. The two people, even being in court alone, would have resigned their offices. Nobody will even argue with them. Just tell, you know what to do. Just drop your resignation and go first. We will go to court for you. Because I do not understand, unless there is some systematic attempt by some people, and I've heard some snippets of rumors about how the military would never be. For instance, there's a counterterrorism unit in the police force. Why isn't it functional? These are questions that we should keep on asking and demanding that government does something about. Because if you have a counterterrorism unit in the police, which, by the way, should be the one in charge of this operation of things like banditry and terrorism within our borders, and there's no function of that office, then we need to ask ourselves, that is government really serious about fighting banditry? Is this government serious about, the oath they took, when they were sworn in to defend and protect Nigerians? And I think the answer is no. If they were, we would see at least some signs of seriousness. And you can see the government is just carrying on as if nothing has happened. It's just business as usual. No flags are flying at half mast. There is no mention from anybody of any action that's been taken. It's just so sad. I just feel so sorry for anyone who is in the armed forces today, who has to do this really, really tough job, and for their families, because not only are they badly equipped, but they are not even protected from, untimely death. They just go out there at risk, and anything happens. It's really sad, and I sympathize, with the families of those who've lost loved ones over the last few days, few weeks, few months, and few years, because it can't be easy for them at all.
All right, Ernest. Lately, it looks as if the bandits and their collaborators are now targeting the military or security agents. And you would have thought that this would have been one area they would try to avoid. But again, it looks as if they are having a field day. They do it, they get away with it. We don't see commensurate attack to flush them out. Maybe condemn and then life goes on.
Mm,
Tomorrow you hear another attack again.
Victor, you have to accept that you're saying of recent. This has been on for a long time.
mm,
This has been on for a very long time. And, prior to this time, I remember during the military era, you see soldiers harassing civilians, and we're always running, and they wear
mm,
uniform with their jack
mm,
boots, like the press. We used to refer to them, military with their jack boots and all of that. In recent times, the military has been demystified in Nigeria. They've been demystified. We are here. Military are attacked, people are attacked, and they go to the offices, and the senior ogas are talking and playing politics and all of that. I don't understand it. Victor, this is the military that we talk about in Nigeria, and we see them as aggressive people. Victor, what I understand by military is that if anybody attacks a military formation, soldiers were sent on a mission, and non-state actors, no matter how strong or tough they are, ambush and kill even one soldier. Victor, we believe that the military will stay in the bush until they kill those people or bring them out. But see, they will retreat. So this is what they've been doing. A train was attacked on the way to Kaduna. What happened? They
mm,
kidnapped people. They were making videos. They're still making videos till tomorrow, telling us. Some people are discussing with them,
mm,
Victor, making arrangements to release two, to let two go. Military is sitting there. They don't want collateral damage. They don't want this. Victor, if this thing will, these people have gained ground. They believe they are tougher than the army. They lay ambush for our Nigerian army inside Nigeria. What does
mm,
that tell you? You're telling me the military is retreating from them.
mm,
Did you not see the video of the young soldier man who was angry that even when soldiers are killed, they want to move forward? They tell them not to go. Do you think a soldier man is sitting there, his colleague just got killed? He's ready to die to get the person who killed him. But people say, don't go. Wait. Let's plan like this. So that's why people are saying government is complicit in this, Victor, until
mm,
they come into Abuja and begin to kidnap us and take our wives in our houses. Victor,
mm,
this is not it. This is not the Nigerian military. I'm telling you, the military, they kill soldiers. They are coming to announce to us. Military don't do that. Genuine military, if Nigerian military is sitting there, they will not tell us. They will tell us we've neutralized some people. We've
mm,
neutralized a group of people. And they look, Victor, look. I feel embarrassed. I feel angry. It's like I should go and join the army today, if not for the fact that I'm so old. Because it's annoying. We cannot have an army and terrorists, kidnappers, ambushing us. We can't travel to our villages. We cannot drive in our cities. We can't travel from Abuja to Kaduna. We can't go to Lagos. We can't drive. I used to enjoy driving to Lagos before from Abuja.
yeah,
Drive to
yeah,
Benin City.
yeah,
Drive to Delta to see my people. I've not
yeah,
traveled for how long? Now I'm thinking of you take a flight, you land so place, you take a cab to the finish it. Why should I be thinking of that, Victor? When I
mm,
have a car that can drive to Delta and back now, but Victor, our military is retreating, and these people gain ground, Victor, when they inflict an injury and nothing happens. Because I don't know if
mhm,
you understand.
Sure.
When they inflict a pain, they
mhm,
injure Nigeria, and
mhm,
there's no retaliation from
mhm,
the state actors. They now gain more ground. They say, okay, we can deal with that. They stop a train, they kidnap people, nothing happened to them. They go to Kaduna Airport, they do something, nothing happened. They kill soldiers now. The organs of the soldiers are telling us, yes, it's true. No, say, I don't want to see any of you back in the barracks until those men will see their hearts pumping out their blood. How can they kill our soldiers? These are people who left their homes with their families to defend Nigeria. They are killed like that, and their guys say the people should retreat. We need to let them come and carry me. I will join. I'm angry, Victor. I want to go and join the army to go and bring out these bandits. People are negotiating with them, Victor. So people know where they sitting here. So government is complicit. People are negotiating, begging. We will bring two out. We will give you 100 naira, and they will use the money to buy more arms. And we
mm,
are talking.
mm.
So, Victor, our country has sold out, and it's very disappointing, Victor. Very, very disappointing.
Absolutely.
Sincerely speaking, is a very heart-rending story to talk about when you hear those who have decided to protect the integrity of Nigeria losing their lives in a very callous and annoying way. And at
Mm,
the end of the day, we spent so much, and yet this is still the same story. Nothing is changing. Rather, we have excuses being made why this thing is escalating. And
mm,
we've also heard stories from the grapevine about how, like NSD say, how when they want to move, there are counter orders, don't move, wait, and this and this. How do
mm,
they lay ambush? How do they seem to have more intels than our own security? This is